DJ NTV.
Today we have gathered to celebrate the 61st independence anniversary of our beloved nation, Nigeria. For 61 years, we have existed and lived together as one independent nation with our destiny in our hands. But at 61, it does not seem to me that there's anything worthy of celebrating, except perhaps the fact that we have remained independent and managed to struggle with our existence for all these years. At independence, we are not only and still the most popular black nation on earth, we have been the most influential country in Africa, a proud and beautiful heritage, and where we have made tremendous and immeasurable impact as a big brother. But today, after 61 years of independence and 22 years of unbroken democracy, it only seems there's not much to be excited about Nigeria, except our national sense of independence and unity that have endured this long in the face of sustained fratricidal assaults to its existence. Let us make a candid assessment of the situation of our country, especially in the last 6 years, and tell ourselves some hard, undiluted truth. First of all, we cannot deny that most of the countries that started with us 61 years ago are far more advanced and developed with superlative standards of living for their people than Nigeria. Our democracy is being weakened and put to enormous stress and jeopardy with the continuous violation of our constitution by the federal government and other public institutions. The National Assembly has literally abandoned its constitutional checks and balance role over the executive arm of government and become a slavish appendage to the federal government as rubber stamp assembly. Neither is the situation and posture of the nation's judiciary any better, where only a few judicial officers can stand the test of judicial courage, integrity, and commitment to substantial justice in the performance of their constitutional responsibilities, while the entire judiciary, especially at the national level, has been bullied to nervousness to the detriment of our democracy, the rule of law, and social justice. The federal government claims to be fighting corruption, but public corruption has amplified out of control before their very eyes, while bigotry, hypocrisy, abuse and misuse of public office and power, and the manipulation or politicization of everything, including ethnicity, is now the hallmark of governance at the center, so much so that Nigeria is more divided today than ever. In the last 6 years, our economy has been in tatters and gasping without any realistic hopes for meaningful recovery in the nearest future, as high inflation rates and massive unemployment continue to push more and more people into dehumanizing misery and abject poverty. They therefore told lies when they say that our economy is growing and doing well, when no one is feeling the benefits of an improving economy, if any. Unable to mobilize sufficient domestic revenues, Nigeria is now one of the most indebted countries in the world. Yet, the federal government's appetite for more loans remains high, even as we are approaching in the twilight of its tenure. The effect of this is to mortgage the progress and well-being of future generations of Nigerians with billions of debts burdened in hard currencies. We know and we agree that there is no country without one form of security challenges or the other. But truth be told, despite repeated assurances, nothing has demonstrated in the last 6 years that Nigerians can enjoy improved security of lives and property anytime soon. Rather, the facts continue to show that no one or nowhere in Nigeria, including educational institutions, worship places, women and children, safe anymore with the unending Boko Haram insurgency, the rapid killing instincts of bandits, herdsmen and kidnappers, and apparent lack of will and wits on the part of the federal government to protect Nigerians from becoming almost daily prey to destruction, killings, and gender-based violence. As we therefore celebrate our independence today, we must both reflect on the state of our country and the direction it's wrongly headed and move more quickly with all seriousness and sense of responsibility to rescue this nation of ours before it becomes too late. There's no doubt that we are greater and better together as one indivisible nation than going our separate ways. And although our challenges are multiple and varied, they are not beyond redemption. What is needed is the courage and commitment of our leaders and everyone to find sustainable solutions to these challenges and lay the groundwork for a new peaceful, united, and prosperous Nigeria through national dialogue and on the basis of justice, equity, and accommodation. Above all, we must defend the basic structures of democracy and good governance by rising up to protect our rights to free, fair, and credible elections by demanding for the immediate incorporation of electronic voting and simultaneous transmission of results into the electoral system, which the nation's electoral management body has repeatedly said it has both the capacity, commitment, and infrastructure to effect it, if only the National Assembly would allow. The National Assembly stands condemned before God and the people of Nigeria should they fail to yield this overwhelming demand by Nigerians for electronic transmission of election results. This is not a matter of politics or sentiment. It's a matter of the survival of our nation, which is superior to all other considerations. For us in Rivers State, our commitment to one Nigeria is irrevocable, but we will never cease to demand the remaking of the country to reflect true and fiscal federalism, devolution of more powers and resources to states and local governments, and the total reformation of the repressive police system to allow for effective governance oversight, control, and funding at the state level. Ladies and gentlemen, as I have repeatedly said, Rivers State belongs to Nigeria, who has spent the last 6 years in laying the most concrete foundations for rapid economic growth and put the entire state on the path to a prosperous future. Our economy has grown far beyond the national average and is expected to accelerate even further in the coming years with the measures we have put in place, including fiscal discipline, improved revenue generation, and massive provision of infrastructure, as long as the nation maintains appreciable level of macroeconomic stability. It is not by chance that Rivers State today is ranked as the most fiscally improved and responsible state in Nigeria that can survive independently on its own internally generated revenues. This is as a result of the fiscal discipline, reduction of corruption in the procurement process, and our expanding capacity to mobilize funds from domestic sources to fund our development agenda. We consider that there is still more to do across the state in the provision of all-season roads, bridges, quality healthcare, education, water, electricity, housing, food security, full employment, and social security for citizens. But one thing we do have is the will and commitment to serve our state and deliver quality socio-economic infrastructure to better living conditions and well-being of everyone. This was evidently demonstrated with construction of over 700 kilometers of roads in the last 6 years, including over 20 dual-carriage expressways and 9 flyovers to ease the movement of goods and services and drive socio-economic development. Our commitment to the development of the state is also evident in the sheer number and quality of basic primary and secondary schools were reconstructed and equipped, the quality of hospitals, including the Rivers State University Teaching Hospital, the multi-billion-dollar Dr. Peter Audley Cancer and Cardiovascular Disease Center, who have either delivered or under construction, and outstanding turnaround of entire judicial infrastructure and other public institutions, including our tertiary institutions, abandoned public buildings, and other assets. Days ago, we approved funding for the execution of several more projects, including the reconstruction of 27-kilometer Chokocho Igbodo Road, the Oyibo Afam Road, the Romakoshi Elimbu Flyover, the Nabogram Douglas campus of Nigerian Law School, the new Magistrates Court Complex, and the Rivers State Judicial Institute to further consolidate on our development agenda for the state. We are building the Rivers State Judicial Institute to complement the services of the National Judicial Institute in providing regular training and retraining of our judicial officers, magistrates, and other senior judicial staff to advance the effective and efficient administration of justice in the state, which, as you know, is pivotal to peace, security, and socio-economic development. Also, we have been able to transform several of our rural communities with improved infrastructure, including internal roads, while many more communities are due to be similarly provided within the coming years to improve rural economic activities and better conditions of living. Our commitment to protecting lives and property remains strong. For us, the provision of security, despite the federally imposed challenges, is our primary duty, and we are happy with the success we have recorded so far. So help us God. May God bless our country, Nigeria. May God bless our dear River State. I wish Mr. President and all Nigerians happy 61st independence. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for staying with us till the very end of this video. Do not forget to go a step further if you've not done so. Please subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Also, do not forget to like and share this video. Do follow us on all our social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and also check out our website at www.djmtv.news. Guess what, guys? From the 1st of August 2021, DJMTV offers you an opportunity to report your event from where you are on our channel. We call it Report Yourself to the World. You want to be a part of this great program? Then please click on our bio, send us a message, and we'll give you details on how to report yourself to the world. Till I come your way again with another exciting edition of DJMTV Daily News Update. I remain your host, Lawulu Favor.
Yeah.
DJMTV. DJMTV.
Fulani people don't say no, they don't like us.
Welcome to DJMTV.
DJMTV. DJMTV. DJMTV. DJMTV.
Some of the delegates and ask the question.
DJMTV. 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 DJMTV.